Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day we've all been waiting for. It's Creeponjune24 I. am so excited. I have been working on this since Tracie asked me, well not asked me, but since she gave the kit out. Oh, it's right up my street. It gives me Bly Manor, The Haunting of Bly Manor on Netflix. It gives me those vibes, or The Innocents, or The Changeling, and oh yeah, all spooky houses. Gives me that vibe. I absolutely love it. It's right up my street because I love a bit of spooky. So it's not completely finished because I'm still working on it, and I'm gonna do, like, at the end of the month, I'm gonna do a big video on everything, all the tags and the file folders and the pockets and everything. But this is basically the file. And I absolutely love it. So I've got a bit of a frame with some crackle paste to put some gold over it. It says Crafty Hall. And then we open it up and we have some pieces here. So we have Mr. Ernest Brundle, the Committee of Psychic Investigators in London. So we have him. We have his little notebook as well, that he can put all his information in. So we have that. And then we have, this isn't finished yet, we have the deed to the house, printed on both sides. And I just absolutely love it. I've had so much fun with this project. And then we open this up and we have a little slide in there. We have another tuck in there, and this opens up. We have another tuck down here, and then if we fold it all back up, we have another tuck on the back. So I will leave all the links down below for the kit and the freebies and Tracie's website and Tracie's YouTube. So check the description box for all the links. And yeah, how cool is this? I'm so happy with it. Oh, I absolutely love it. And we have to fill it yet, and we're going to be filling it with all the makes. So have you been following? There is a calendar. If you go onto Tracie Fox's website, there is a calendar, and if you click on each day, it will take you straight to that YouTube channel or that Instagram page, and it will show you their make. So let's get started. So let me just find it, because I printed off 2 of them. So day 24, which is today, this is what we are working with. So I have already printed it off. I have done a lot of printing and backing and stuff like that, just to save time really. So yeah, this is what I'm working with. It's an old book with burnt pages and ripped pages, and a bedside table with a lamp and a book. And then this is the little part of the story, and it says, the notebook he placed on the side table only seconds before now lay open and torn on the other side of the room. Ooh, spooky. So what I have done is I have got some bits out, and I printed, let me just get that bit of paper back. I printed it on acetate as well as printing it on card. Like I said, I have backed it with some tea dye paper as well. And I think what I want to do on the outside is, I think I want to cut it down the middle and then stitch around 3 edges and have that as a pocket on the front of the file folder. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, or I guess I could have it as a flap, but I do know that I want to cut it in half. I was going to just, where's that white line? I was going to just stitch it down the middle and have it, Do I want to do that and have it open? No, I don't. And yeah. So we're just going to cut that. And then I'm just going to take a little smidgen off as well. And then a little smidgen off here as well. Let's put those in the bin. And then let's get it around the right way. I'm hoping that it will kind of fit like that, and then I can stitch round 3 sides. I think I might try and turn that into a flap. Right, I'm going to go and do some stitching and I'll be back. Right, so I have made a pocket here. And what I was thinking was I've printed out the story on some coffee dyed paper. And I was thinking of putting that in there, but it's too big, so I can't. But I'm kind of liking... I've made this side a flap, and I've made this side a pocket. So what I'm going to do first, before I decide what I'm going to do, is I'm going to get my walnut stain, and I'm just going to ink round the edges. Let me just trim. Turn the scissors round, because for some reason these scissors are curved and I just lost one of my threads. Gutted. So I'm just going to fold it down the middle. And I have moved my camera and I've tightened it up, but if it still wobbles, so it wobbles a little bit. It's not that important. Perfect. And I think I just want to... There, it wobbled just then. I know it did. I know it did. I'm fully aware. Right, so I don't know whether to have that in there and just trim off some of the edges, or I quite like the idea Right, so I'm going to make this a flap, and I'm going to back it on some coffee dyed paper. I don't want to glue on the back of that. Where's my scrap? And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave a little bit of a border . trim this out. And then I'm going to cut just to the line, but then I'm going to cut it all the way. That's it. How much have you been loving Creeponjune? Oh, it's been so cool. Come on, stick down there. Perfect. And now I think I'm going to have this to open up just there. I might even, do you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm not going to use this one as a tag. I'm going to chop the top off. Perfect. And then I'm going to round the corners just on this side, so it's matching. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And then that can go down there. Right, ink in. And now the other side. And I think I'm going to just run my scissors round before I go over it with the black. Right, and then that can go down there. I like it. I like it a lot. Perfect. I haven't gone around this edge yet. Lovely, lovely. Right, so let's glue this. I'm going to do this with my Burley Arts. Turn it round, and I kind of want it just a little bit off the edge, because I like the idea of still seeing a bit of the stitching down the side. Perfect. And then I also have this. I mean, can you see that? As spooky as that, as a little ghost boy. And I'm thinking that it's the little ghost boy that has thrown the book across the room. So let's have a look and see what we've got. No, but it's going to have to be quite bright. Could we? No, I think you're going to go on there. And I think you're going to go on there. But I want a frame. I have my Tim Holtz bits and pieces. I've got the thick ones from last year. These ones, the baseboard ones, but I'm not sure. See, I think that will be too big. It fits it perfect, but it's too big for that. So I'm wondering if it can go on here. Like that. That's quite a spooky frame. It's quite a spooky frame. But because it's, I think I still want to use some of the writing. This is going to have to be blank on top. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink up this frame a little bit. And on the inside too. And then I'm going to get my Hickory Smoke embossing glaze and my embossing dauber, and I'm just going to go round. I'm going to do half of it. I never know whether this stuff is coming out. Oh, we've got a spillage. Just like that, and I'm just going to heat tool it and then I'll be back. Right, so I have glazed it and I have done it so you get kind of a texture on it. And now I'm just going to glue around the edge. Just a smidgen of glue. And then we want to put that's okay. I'm just gonna push it round so it's stock done. And then we have our little spooky. But I want to put something on the background, and I don't know. I think I'm just gonna, this is some of the paper from the kit. I want one that long. Right, let's move that up. I want some paper around the background. That'll do. Sorry about the banging. Right, and I think, let's put this back in the drawer so we don't lose it. I think I've lost a bit. Have I lost a bit? I have lost a bit. Where have I lost a bit? I've put it in the drawer. Right, so if I put that over there, like that, and then one under there, like that. Let's just have a look. That's too wide. That's too wide. Which means that that one. But do you know what? I'm not going to cut it. I shouldn't have cut that one. I want it to be jaggedy jaggedy. So let's and I think that one is going to be hidden anyway. Oh, let's put a lid back on our embossing stuff. Right, so I'm going to ink it when it's on. Straighten these out. Got it the wrong way round because I want the ripped bit showing. That's it. And then put that over the top. Where's my glue pad? But first off, I am gonna, just in case you see a little smidgen of it, let's do this one too. And then put this here. And then we've got like a torn wallpaper effect. And I think I want to go down there as well, or I'm going to go down there. Right, I can't be bothered to get me other bit of paper, so and then I'm going to go ripping across there like that, and then trim off the edges when I'm done. Perfect. I should have kind of ripped that bit really, but it's fine. Right, let's trim these bits off. And move you. Don't want to cut my little strands. Right, now I'm gonna just roughen it up a bit. I'm gonna get my walnut stain. And I'm just gonna go round the edge. And I think I also want to put a bit of grit paste as well. Right, so where's my picture? Which way is he going up? So where I have these gaps here, that's where I want to put some grit paste. So I've got Crypt, which is perfect, and I think I'm going to use, where are you? Here we go. So I'm going to go I don't want a lot of it, and I don't want to change the colour either. I actually want it to look like it's the wallpaper paste coming through. Off the edge, and then I'm gonna smoosh around the edges. And then I think we'll put some down here as well. Perfect. I want a bit there we go. Just so it just makes the wall, I want it to look like wallpaper, and I want it to look like it's old and been peeling off and the plaster's coming through, and there's a bit of mould and stuff, and yuck, and yeah, just make it look grungy and grotty. So I don't know how much of that is, that's perfect. Look at that, absolutely perfect. Oh, need a little bit more over here. Where's it gone? Oh, it's here. I missed it. Right, so let's get a nice big clump, and then perfect. Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna put some on the frame. I mean, it'll be interesting to see if it stays on, because obviously we've got the glaze on it. So yeah, that will be interesting. Make the frame just look like it's got scruffy bits on it. Right, so we're gonna let that dry. I'm gonna go and wash my hands because I got grit paste fingies. Oh, I'm loving it so far. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. And I love that spooky little girl. She creeps me out. And that's what I like. Right, I'm going to go and get washed up and let this dry, and I'll be back. Right, so while we're letting this dry, I've noticed that when I close it, that opens. So I'm going to put a magnet in so that it doesn't do that. I just want to, I think I'm going to put it on here first. Come on, glue. Because I'm going to put something over it anyway. And I think because I've used this tape in other parts of my projects, I'm gonna use it down here to keep that safe. Let's just doesn't matter that it's ripped. And then I'm just gonna, and this might wobble the table. Oh, I like that. I like that. Right, so I'm gonna put the magnet on there, and then a splodge of glue on the end there, close it up, hold it down, I wonder if this is dry yet. All right, and I'm going to leave that there for the moment, and now we're going to stick on our frame. And now, because we've got grit paste, I'm going to put on quite a bit. And then I want it quite over. Yeah, I don't think that grit paste on the frame is going to stay. Well, that bit just might be too thick because that little bit's dried there. So and now that closes perfectly, and it's all grungy. Lovely. Let's see if that will. Ta-ta! Right, and now let's get our strands out of the way. I'm just going to put another piece. I think I'm going to go over the stitching. I've got grit paste everywhere. I need to push this frame down a little bit more. Ah! I got some strands stuck. Come on, strands. There we go. And then move these strands too, and sand that off, and then again and then that should perfect. Why do we have tape on this side? Sneaky. And I'm not bothered about the ripped bits. Oh, look, so creepy. So creepy. Right, now I also have some piles of books here, which are also really cool. And I want to put something... I still want to put some book paper. Part of the story. Because I think that would be really cool. I'm going to put the first page. Right, let's cut this. And then cut that. And then we're going to get, I've cut a bit off the bottom, but it's fine. I'm going to get my walnut stain oxide. I'm just gonna smoosh it on my mat like that, and then just look at that. And do you know what? I'm not going to waste it. Right, so now that's all dry. So I'm just gonna ink round it. And then just like that. Do some up here. Perfect. And now let's get my glue sheet. Because it's all about the notebook going flying across the room, I just really want to use some of the book papers, because I just think that will look so cool. Where's my, there it is. I didn't round the corners. And I don't think I'm going to be able to now because of the glue. So I'll just have to, I'll have to cut them. Right, let's put that there. We've got a little space here because clearly I can't measure. Oh. And that is the case of Crafty haul. Right, so how am I going to do this? Like this. That's it. And we only have to do one side because I can't measure. Let's grunge up the edges. This needs some glue on the corner. Perfect. And then I'm wondering, let's have a look at what we've got. We've got some ephemera. That could go there. If I cut off the corner, that could go there. Yes. Where's my walnut stone? And a bit of, and then we're going to get the sander and just sand around the edges. I'm going to get me Barely Arts glue. Could have done this as like a tuck, but hey ho. Kind of like the idea of having a label too. Now we're talking. Let's move that away from there. And then, see, because if I made that a tuck, I could have put that. But then I guess I could still find something that I could use. I don't want poison. Oh, what about a lovely flower? What if I put that there and then that can tuck in there? Because those flowers are a bit spooky, aren't they? Yes. Right, let's ink it up. And then just give it a little bit of a sand. And then I'm just going to glue. Oh, I've got a little piece in here that needs to come out. There we go. I'm just going to glue around the bottom. And then up the side. And I'm going to put that there. And then that. Right, so while I was letting things dry and washing my hands, I forgot what I was doing then. It's been a long day. I pulled out some ephemera. I haven't stuck them on yet. I've pulled out some ephemera for this bit because I do want the books and stuff on here, and there is also a pile of books here as well, so I kind of want those to kind of sit up there just like that. So what I've done is I took another piece of the design paper that came with the kit. Then I took some ephemera out of the Halloween stuff because that magnet was annoying me. So I put a 13 over it and it still clamps shut, which is absolutely fine. Right, so I've pulled out some ephemera. So I am just going to distress them. Let me put that away. And it's here. So I'm just going to ink up first. And then I'm going to distress. And then ink up again. And then sand. And then ink up again. So now we're going to glue this on. And I think I want to work it just in case. I mean, doubtful, but just in case. So I'm going to put this down here on the bottom. I've ripped that a little bit, so let's put a little bit of glue. Oh, that looks well cool. Now we're going to ink our little library card, which is perfect. I think this is out of the collage, and that should slide under there like that and just sit there like that. So let's give this a sand, and then I'm just gonna give it a little bit of distress. And again, I'm just gonna, so it's up this side, because I want to work it so that I can slide something behind it, kind of like that. So let's ink up the books. I think these are going at the top though. And then let's ink up this one. And I still don't know what I'm going to put on the front page. This one I am going to stick down, because if I choose to put something, it can go over this. So I kind of just want that just like there. That's not sticking down. And that should still, oh, I wonder if I should put a, no. Oh, hold on, because I want these books. Under that one. Oh, that was close. Ah. Gluey fingers. Right, we're just going to put this one. I'm bothered about it going over the top. Just like that. Just lift it up a little bit. And then put some more glue under this bit. And there we have, see, that doesn't even have to go in there. That can be, yes, that needs to be tucked in there. I mean, it was like it was made for it. I don't know how long this video is, but I am so glad that all of you said that you prefer longer videos. Luckily for me. Oh, luckily for me. Right, so we have some more. Shall we put some newspapers? Oh, I wonder if this one's too big. Yeah, it's too big. What about some candlesticks? No. We've got another book there. I suppose I could. Yeah, let's put that there. Right, I'm just going to back this. Oh, the dogs are at it again. Perfect, got a cute little piece here. So I'm just gonna back this onto some coffee dyed paper. And then trim it out. Right, so I have backed that and I have distressed it. So I'm going to put that in there like that. And then that should close like that. And that should close like that. And then what are we going to put on the front cover? See, I'm going to cut it out. I like this. And then that fits on there perfect. Just taking that little bit off. And I kind of like this. Shall we have this? Hiding. Maybe. But then I kind of like this as well. We need something to go behind here. Maybe all the spooky people. I kind of like that. And then that can be... Right, I'm going to take the top off. Because I don't want it as a tag. And then I'm going to take a bit of the side off. And let's just test it before I put my chomp away. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to back, right, let's keep over that. I'm going to back this. It's so weird making things for, I mean, I know I make ephemera all the time, like tags and tuck spots and labels and stuff like that. But doing like, I haven't done a whole journal for so long. It's so strange. I suppose it's just, well, you just have to get used to it, don't you? I've been concentrating so much on building up my stash that it seems to be months since I've actually made a journal. Crazy. So yeah, I kind of think it's like I'm out of touch. So I've got to think of things that when you're making ephemera, you wouldn't normally think of. You know, if you're sitting there doing a whole video on clusters and labels and page tabs and stuff like that, you're not thinking about where you're going to journal, where you're going to put like pictures, if you want to put pictures in it. Stuff like that. It's, yeah. I mean, I'll get used to it again. But I'm having so much fun. So I should do more. And I have got so many journals as well. Like, I make them and then I don't finish them. So I've got absolutely tons and tons of journals. Right, that will do. And then let's do some, because these are quite, anyway. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Let's put, and I think that just might tuck in there. It will. I don't think it will go anywhere. But now I don't know whether I want to glue up the sides. I don't. But however, I do want to ink this. And then going to put that on there like that. But we also have, so there is also a freebie. Ta-da! And it has these cool little pieces of ephemera on. So let's put those back. Let's cut these out. In fact, let me cut these off screen and then I'll be back. So I've cut those pieces out, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the side. I'm going to ink it up first. And then give it a little bit of a sand. And then I'm going to glue it on. And yes, it's going to be upside down, but that's fine. Perfect. Now, where is my teeny attacher? Because I think I want one on the top, just there. And then that has got a little swooshing out of it. Right, so I'm sorry there is so much inking and distressing. That'll do. And then we want this on there, and then that there. And then, because at the moment, do we want that there, or should we have this here? Right, I think I'm going to put that there. And it is at this precise moment still unsolved. So we could just put that across the bottom there. Or should we have it at the top here? No, let's put it just there. And we have that there. We have that there. And I think, where's my pad? Right, let's have a look. Right, so I have found Lost in the Inky Darkness, which I thought would be perfect. Because obviously he's lost his book. So I'm just gonna put one up there. And then I also found Mr. Skull, and I thought, do you know what? Because I've had my fingers all over the back of it, so I'm just going to give it a little bit more glue. I thought they'd look really cool, just sort of like sat on top of the book. And then I'm going to put a hat on him and all. If I can get it out. Haha! Alright, let's give it a little bit of a... Da, 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 da. He looks too cool, but he does look a little bit too clean. That's better. And so do these. Perfect. Right, so now the front. I think I'm going to put this on there, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it first. Then Distress, and I want to put this on the front cover because his notebook that's gone flying is all the case notes about Crafty Hall. So I'm going to get my embossing dauber again. Make sure it's working. Go all round it. And then this time I'm not going to use the embossing glaze. I'm going to use frosted crystal because I still want to see through it, but I kind of just want it to have a little... I don't just want it to be paper because it's sort of the title, if you get me. Sorry if you can hear my neighbours. Right, I'm going to go and heat emboss this and then I'll be back. Now what I want to do, just round the edge, is just, I mean, look at that. Oh, I love that frosted crystal. So just round the edge, I'm just gonna get the hickory smoke embossing glaze, and I'm just and then if you've got too much on, which I have, I'm just gonna brush it off. Just like that. So I'm just gonna heat set that. Let's put this back in there first. And then we have just, oh, can't see, can you see? Yeah, just a little something on the corner. So let's get my piece of paper back and do this side and just rub the embossing glaze around the edge. And then again, if it's got too much, just perfect. Just put the lid back on because I know what I'm like. I will knock it flying. Right, I'm just going to heat emboss this. And there we have, perfect, love it. And that is perfect for the front there. So let's get my glue. And yes, you're going to see it on the other side, but you know. That's fine with me. And there we have a little journaling spot tucked in there. Open it up. Da-da! And then there's our spooky little girl that threw the book. And in the back here, we are going to have, I want this, but I want it to sit in there flush. So I'm gonna back this on some more coffee dyed paper. And there we have it. So I backed the pieces onto some coffee dyed paper and just tucked them in the back there because I'm kind of thinking these are some more of his notes. Plus they are journaling spots, which is perfect. So we have a lovely little pocket on the back. We have our frosted crystal and our embossed title page with our tag and journaling spot, which just tucks into that sewing nicely. And then we open up and we have Lost in the Inky Darkness with some little bits and pieces. Under here we have another journaling spot and the ticket as well, the tag for the day. Lots and lots of strands. And then we have our little ghosty person who is the one that threw the book across the room. Tut tut, naughty naughty, but she did. So yes, and I don't know if, I'm not sure if I want to do, if I want a bit of stamping. think I do just quickly, and I'm going to use Fawn and Leaves. So let's take this out, and I know I'm going over the title of the book page, but oh yes, that's fine. And then where can we put this one? Let's put this just over there, that'll do. And then I think I want to put it on the back here as well. Lovely jubbly. Let's tuck you back in here. And then I also think I'm going to put it on this one too. And then I think not that one, maybe this one. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Right, and now I just want the number . That'll do perfectly. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And then I'm going to do the same on here. Just the number. I don't care that I haven't got it all, because that's perfect. Oh, yes. Oh, see. I mean, look at that. You can't even see it all. It looks lush. Right, I think this is all. I don't think I'm going to do any more, but I don't know. I think, what have I got? So that stamp set was Rest in Peace, and this one is Examination, and it's got this little cutie just here that I reckon I could find somewhere for. Just over there like that, and maybe just on the top there. And then I also I'll do some splats. I'm going to do some splats, but I'm not going to use, I'm going to use Sand Dune, because I love how it just, look at that. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Oh, I love it. I love it. Right, let's put some on there. A few more on there. And then you can, oh. Yum, yum. Slide that back in there. And then let's do some on there and there, and then maybe some down there. I should have done some in the back, shouldn't I? That's what I should have done. And let's take you out and just Perfect. And we are done. Yes, we are done. I promise. I promise we're done. Let's slide this back in here. Perfect. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so grungy. And that spooky little girl. She's so cool. She is so cool. Do you know what I am going to do? I've got Saddle Brown in Stays On. And I reckon it does. It looks like the caramel alcohol ink. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh, it's just too cool. And now I'm going to have to put some on here as well. Love it. And then some round and on there. And let's put some on the back. Oh. Yes. Ah. Right, now I am done. Now I am done. Oh, it's just so cool. It's just so cool. It's just those little finishing touches, isn't it? But, oh, I love it. That spooky little girl, you can just see her eyes. Her eyes. I just need to, because the sun's in my window, so I need to put my hand up here so I can see the camera. But her eyes. Look at her eyes. She's looking straight into your soul. Oh, but I do. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, this is the final part is... Where are we going to put it in our journal? I think it's going to have to stay in there. It's gonna, because I think it's too big to tuck in there. Oh no, I'm going to make a pocket on here so it can sit in the pocket. I mean, that's a pocket, but it's just, it's a little bit too much. I mean, I could sit it in there for now. So let's sit it in there for now. And there we have day 24 of Creeping on June. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I have had an amazing time. Oh, I love this. It's so cool. I am going to be playing with this kit for such a long time. This kit is definitely coming out again in Halloween. 100% it is coming out again because it is just so amazing. I absolutely love it. There's so much stuff. It's such a big kit. So yeah, if you haven't got it already, click the link down below and go and get this kit because it is absolutely awesome. And here's all our little bits of ephemera. And we still have so much more. We still, look, literally, this box is full. Absolutely full of stuff. And yeah. Ah, look, it's just brilliant. I just love it. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. If you do, if you are on Creeponjune24, don't forget to tag me. Don't forget to tag Creeponjune24 and also tag me as well because I want to see your makes. I know some of you are not into spooky stuff, but yeah, I jumped at the chance because I absolutely love spooky stuff. So thank you all for being here and I will see you in my next video. Have crafty fun, everybody. Bye.